All right, what are we doing?
I was totally distracted there for a second. We're using our legs to block.
Yeah, the leg wedge to enable this one in, one out sort of position.
I guess.
Yeah, there we go. So we kind of mentioned this earlier as far as like finishing or completing from the leg bind, but even of its own accord, especially if we're doing a good job of internally rotating the hip, I can start to get up now as long as I'm hamstring curling my right, hamstring. But as long as there's enough tension on Rory's leg with the back of my calf, my hamstring, and also this knee, creating a little bit of tension. Without this knee, Rory can create potential a little bit more movement, and especially no-gi, we're sweaty, etc., etc. So hamstring curl
So
on
he's
this
blocking
leg.
on top of my knee a little bit here, stopping me from pulling my knee to my chest, because that'll be my one way of pulling.
Exactly. Like, just pressure this way is not necessarily enough. He will pull out of this. So we attempt to do the leg bind. It's just not quite working out for us. In other words, we're not able to get our partner's ankles close enough together. We should still be able to get our partner's knees fairly close together. And that's where I can start to use this pressure of my knee on top of his knee and then build up, still maintaining this lever control. And then I can start to migrate into a knee cut pass. That sort of thing.
This is where, when we start to delve into a territory where the race can start to exist, because the control points we have are not as robust. Rob's switching to his hand, as we talked about earlier in the concepts portion, greater mobility.
Yes.
And so you're going to be able to lift your hips faster and higher than I can. And so if I'm posting on my elbows and Rob is stopping my ability to withdraw that leg, you're not going to be able to keep that control as long as we could with any of the different kind of grip variations we have.
But I don't need it.
You don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I just get to here, that's all I need right now. I'm so far ahead of the race. For Rory to pull his left leg out is going to be difficult. But not only that, even if he does, let's say I drop this and Rory pulls that leg out, I still have this lever control, and I can use that concept of pulling the leg back towards me, and I'll still win the subsequent battle. So even though, yes, we want to control that leg for as long as possible, and ideally we just want to rock up on top while denying our partner the technical stand-up entirely, because we're still controlling the other leg, even if we lose the withdrawing leg battle, we've still won a single lever battle, and we can utilize the other concepts to relatively easily, or at the very least relatively simply, because those single leg battles can be quite prolonged and like physically taxing, but as long as you just follow the procedure, it's a battle that you should win every time if you start ahead and just do everything right. So this is a really good, like, yeah, if it works, cool, but if it doesn't work, our follow-ups will still leave us in a position to always win the next battle.